Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing some embellishments on our nails today. I've seen a lot of videos and have had comments sometimes about how I do my rhinestone placement. And I know sometimes it can get a little like tough, but it's not as tough as you might think. So, for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. Hello there, DJK Sports. Fairly quickly, because I don't know who's going to be coming in this live, I just wanted to do a brief mention on a crochet giveaway, which is going to happen when I reach 3K. That has been such an unexpected turn of events there. No, I just didn't think that I would get this far. I mean, this was 5 years in the making. So hi, Lena. How are you? Happy Friday. Hopefully you got off. um, yeah, I mean, it's been fairly long but quick to getting to this point. So I don't do many of them, but I want to do a crochet giveaway at 2K. I'm sure there'll be other giveaways around that time for nails. I found something at the Dollar Tree because my Dollar Tree sucks. I can't find anything at the Dollar Tree, and I don't know which one we went to. I think it was some random one, and I found like the thing that I've been searching for at mine all the time, and I found a bunch of them, so I just got them all, and so I'm gonna do a giveaway. Oh, not yet. Well, hopefully soon. All right, so we're gonna do embellishments. It's always fun. I love playing with rhinestones. Once upon a time, I was called the the bling queen or something like that. And this was a long time ago. Until I realized how much money I was wasting putting a crap ton of rhinestones on nails. So today we're gonna do 5 different ones. And I am going to first color them first. I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I just need to start by applying some of these pot gels. I love the pot gels, so I just stuck with pot gels today. Here we have sapphire blue. I love this color. This gives me month of September vibes. And we're gonna matte most of these, so I should probably pull out my matte coat. Where are you? Seriously, where are you? Oh, it's right here. Jeez Louise, I checked like every bottle except for this one. All right. So we're gonna just we're just gonna color this up. Yeah, and it's gonna look really nice with the matte finish. Whenever I do any kind of bling, there are a couple of backgrounds I like to have with it. One is a hollow background, depending on how much bling I put on, because if there's little cracks in between your rhinestones, let's say I'm doing a full nail of rhinestones, which I used to do a lot of, I'll do a hollow background because in between the rhinestones, I wasn't using caviar beads at the time. The hollow will act as like a glittery background to kind of camouflage any parts that you can see through. So there's that. And then there's matte finish, because the matte finish will, I guess, highlight or enhance the bling that you have on there. Okay. New kit. You can cap the nails. I'm not going to be wearing these, so I'm not going to cap them. But I always like to cap them. I just feel like, let's not waste our pot gels. It's only a little bit, but it's a lot of bit to me. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi, Miss Aussie. I'm just gonna call you that now because your name's longer. Bridget? Duh. I'm sorry. I took off today, so I think I shut my brain down yesterday. Although I did work a little bit this morning. The problem is that I'm just trying to shine. This company bought Mr. Uncle Warren Buffett bought our company like I don't know how many years ago. And then I showed up and now they're like officially like a couple years later they're officially like merging the two companies. And you know what happens when you have like a buyout? They change the hierarchy. So however that went, because I kind of, I don't get to experience that, but now I kind of have to show new bosses what I can do. So I've been really working, as you know. So I'm like turning it on, working a little extra, working a lot harder, and my brain is just to mush. So I don't know how I got to this point. What did I say? Oh yeah, your name's Bridget. Anyway, let me get back to my hellos. Hi, Miss Jeannie. Hopefully you made it to your destination safely. I've been there, I think, twice. It's really nice. So I hope you have a lot of fun. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah. All right. Just curing this up. I should probably just do another nail while I'm waiting. Hmm. If they ever create a lamp or like a lamp for a single nail, like you know how you have your lamp that you stick your hand in, they just need a little cave you can stick your one nail in, so you don't have to keep like holding the sides, making sure everything is cured. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me see. Let me see. All right, we're gonna do a little geometric shaping on this, and I have this colorful champagne. What did I call it? I think when I was the day of my wedding, I think I was having too much champagne. No, maybe I was, I don't know what, I think maybe some Red Bull, oh, vodka and Red Bull, maybe. Anyways, my sister was telling me, yeah, you just kept calling it champagne. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So now it just sticks. So what is this now? Colorful champagne. And I hope it comes out nice. Ooh, actually, this is my other tip. Clear tape. It's not anything fancy, but it's a great way to section off your nail if you want to do color blocking with gel. What in the jail? I'm just cutting my pieces off camera. Let's see. Yes, I'm enjoying our trip. It's hot. Oh, I bet it's hot. Yeah, and I think it's like kind of dry there too, right? I mean, and it started to get warm here today, a little bit yesterday. Well, there's plenty more to come, so I can imagine how much hotter it's going to be in a Z. Okay, let's do something right about here. I don't know, just randomly picking a spot. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. All right. Okay, so I'm taping off what I'm going to be coloring. Yeah. I love that name. Which name? Bridget? Beautiful, Crazy Nail 76 or BCN or Miss Australia. Oh, happy Saturday. Yeah. I took today off, so I want my days to go slowly so I can just chillax more. Once you get that little taste, Jeannie, once you get that little taste of rest and some R&R, it's hard to pull yourself back out of it. Like, I've been thinking plenty of just like, you know what? Let's just uninstall YouTube. It's a bit much. All right, I'm gonna have to two coat this because I want the sucker to be like inundated with the champagne. Oh, or champagne. Yeah, it's a nice name. I was kind of drunk, so it was like champagne. Very annoying too, I guess. But it was a good time. All right. Peel off. Nuke it. Heat. Dry heat for sure, yeah, from what I remember. Oh, I don't know. Like, I had a mail of honor, and his name's Dave, and he used to be my go out buddy back in the clubbing days. And now that we get to reminisce about it now, he says that I was so annoying, and I'm like, what? But I felt like he was always like a fuddy-duddy, so I don't know. I may have well been annoying, but at least that was fun. It's just like I was like I was probably strung out on like Red Bull. So, once you pull the pin, like ricochet everywhere. Yeah. Oh well. Balls to the wall, bro. Okay. Well, I really should move this along, but I hate like chopping it up, right? Are you the type to like methodically go for like each step? Like when I do the night at the improv, that kills me because I just want to do one nail at a time. But then with all that extra stuff I'm rolling with the wheel, like it's hard to focus on the one nail because those selections just jack you up. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Anyway, you should definitely check out tomorrow's episode because it's a cutesy patootsy. I started early because I wanted to I got a lot to do actually between crocheting and nailing, and I want to do some other stuff. I've got some other crafts that I got as gifts from like 2 Christmases ago. Some birthdays. I don't have time to do anything. And then this week too, because I was so focused on getting my project done, which I did get done, by the way. I did work on a little bit this morning, but it's done, 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 done. It's done. I missed watching some YouTubes, but I've definitely like crushed some of the channels. Like one channel was legit 3 months behind, and the videos were like more than 20. I was like, oh my gosh. It was and each of them were at least 20 minutes long. So, but I'm getting to you guys. Slowly but surely. Hopefully, after I come back, there's nothing too crazy that's happening in my life to where I'm once again, because I got sick last week, so I didn't feel like doing anything. Plus, I did the mistake of taking NyQuil before work because I was sneezing like crazy and all that watery good stuff. And I was like, I need something. So I took NyQuil. That's all we had. And then I like totally was like feeling like I needed to knock out. So I just don't like feeling, I don't take allergy medicine because I don't want to feel that way. You know what I mean? Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. I have a picture of a pixie haircut standing in front of a cactus that was taller than me. That was definitely something else. All right. I'm not going to mat this yet. I'm going to gloss this, mat this, but I want to put the rhinestones first. But I'm just, like I said, going to do the backgrounds first so that we get that out of the way. All right. So I'm going to be using turquoise, and I'm using it because doesn't it look like a Tiffany color? So if we're doing embellishments today, we have to make some Tiffany. Um, oh no, I messed something up here. I gotta think. I planned out the rhinestones. I just didn't plan out my accent color formations. And I totally knocked some of the rhinestones over, so I can't see the formation for this one. So I don't know what design I should do with the glitter. Jeannie, you're like, you have to be 2 hours behind, yeah? Because there's a lady actually, one of my coworkers lives in Arizona. I forgot what town, not Phoenix, but she's 2 hours. Love this color. Mm. Okay. I don't remember what I was talking about. What's amazing in person? Squirrel. Oh, sorry. Oh, so I'll probably get into more into this when I start doing the rhinestones, but it's something I'm more architectural. And when I was thinking about this, because I've had this question all the time, and I was like, well, how do I see it? And, I sometimes think, oh, well, look at jewelry. But since I'm more of an architectural person, if you can picture like bazinga, no, a basilica like in Rome or something, or one of those old Gothic churches, not Gothic churches, not really Gothic, but yeah, those basilicas, the old ones that look like very large. I think bulbous because the center is usually some sort of crazy looking dome flanked by other little spaces. Um, it's kind of like that. And I'm going to actually pull it up on my phone so I don't sound like a crazy person that doesn't know my audience. And I just thought of it because when I was in college, we had to, identify each building with the information, and then we had to like sketch the spatial concept. So it essentially looked like, rhinestones to me because you have circles, you have squares with little circles, like all this stuff. So that's kind of what I was thinking. But now that I'm saying it, this is probably the worst way to explain it. I'll show you guys. Oh, 3 hours. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be like some sort of jet lag when you get back home, or even when you're there now, because it's like to adjust. And then if you're, trying to watch Alive at 5 or talk to people on the East Coast, you have to do the math. Because that was exactly what I was doing when I'm trying to talk to people in Colorado. Now, I guess Colorado is, I could have sworn she said two, but Colorado is 2 hours, and I had to always kind of do the math because my laptop they gave me was set up for mountain time. And I think I need to cure this again. Mountain time, and I didn't bother to change it to Eastern time because I said, oh, well, if my clients are in Mountain time, let me just keep the laptop at Mountain time so that I don't have to do any mathing. But then when they switched me to a new team because the main company was, okay, now you're going to do things our way, yada, yada, and work with our people. Then I was like they're the people that I work with in Tennessee, that time is Eastern time. Well, yeah, I guess it's in Eastern time. It's so weird because I'm on the Far East and they're not to me. But anyway, So then I had to add 3 or 2 hours to my laptop, and I'm like, screw it, I can't do it, I can't do it. So I changed it back to I changed the laptop to Eastern time. I'm such a nerd. You know what? This thing started to sound funny and now it doesn't. Hi Cynthia, happy Friday. The first day was jet lagged real bad, but every night at 7 p.m. my body ready to lay down. Oh, yeah, once you get into your routine, it's like a biological clock and you just can't. Like I'm at an age now, oh my gosh, because now I'm trying to sleep. I actually pass out. I never used to pass out. I used to be like extremely exhausted, but now I just pass out mid whatever. I could be doing anything and I'll just pass out, wake up with stuff on me. Like, came out wrong. But anyway, this is Twinkle Star. And let me see. I'm just going to do like a smile line. So let me get my smile line sticker because I no longer freehand things. Let me get the nice, I have those deep smile line stickers and I don't like those. I think they're a little harsh, at least for what I'm doing. I might actually just, where is it? That's too deep. Where's my smile line sticker? Hello. All right, I'm gonna have to manually do this. Oh, wait. Here we are. Here we are. Reminds me of the closet, the armoire in Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. Oh, I used them all. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's possible. All right, all right. Dang, that happened. Means I'm gonna pull out my detail brush, and that's because I jinxed myself. Now I'm gonna have to actually whip out my detail brush, and I have to draw a smile line. What the? So spoiled. Well, I think I know I have to add something else to my list. That's crazy. I don't want to use the deep plunge ones too. I think that's just a little. All right. All right. I love this Twinkle Star. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can fake it by doing an ombre. No. I'm like, no. So this will be like a subtle smile line. It's kind of like soft. Let me see. Also, my little great nephew be feeling the same way. Eating good in a day, but when 7 and 9 p.m. hit, he's oh yeah, oof, that's like my sister. But she's like, oh my gosh, me trying to do math again. How old am I? She's 33. Oh, she's better now than she used to be, but I have to call her out. I'd be like, yo, stop biting my head off. Go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, time zones kind of suck. I think when I took that trip to Mississippi, they were at least an hour behind, but it still kind of throws you off. And the problem was I'm trying to kill myself by waking up mad early so I can be at the airport mad early. So I think I was up at 4:30 a.m. And then by the time the first day at Mississippi, I think I went to bed like, not gonna lie, because I had to press my suit. Like 2 a.m. because by the time we were all done, like doing the show, and it was like a home show, and then you have to like network after, and then there's like the after part. I call it after party, but it wasn't. It was like an after mingling. I think people started to like get back to their hotel rooms at like 11:30-ish. So by the time I got to mine, I had stuff to do, I had to get myself situated for the next morning. Obviously, I was at an airport half the day, so I got to make sure I totally disinfect because that was my first time really away since let me see. Wow, since maybe my honeymoon in 2020. So so funny. Yeah. And you'll commend me. I woke up the next morning at 4:30 again so I can go to the gym in the hotel room, work out for an hour, and I could have taken a nap, but I didn't. And I started the show all day the next day. It was just craziness. But yeah, tired, being exhausted and tired is no fun. Okay. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. I really love this one. It's crazy because with the stuff I've been doing, I don't really, I forget. Behind me, I have a bookcase, two bookcases, with pot gels and all these other fancy gels, and I'm like, let me start using this stuff. So I was just perusing what 5 colors or 10 colors essentially I can use for this live. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. Does anybody else do that? All right, let's see. Here for the pink people, I've got, well, this one's light peach. I thought I picked a pink one, but I think I switched it out last minute. All right. And here we have medium almond. I wanted to pick a variation in size of nails too, because not everyone is going to do like this massive rhinestone assembly. Sometimes you just want to do a little something, something. I might have to two coat this. Okay. Oof. I'm kind of excited though. I think I miss like doing regular designs. So I think I'm gonna try doing that. Um, I am doing my shorties. I'm going through my HEMA free sets because I got them for me when I do put polish on my nails, and I haven't done that. And I bought these like what, last year. It had to have been around Christmas time or something. So I'm gonna do that, and after that's up, realize I have like a ton of stickers, and I have an issue with stickers. I don't and stamping. I don't have the mental capacity to put stickers together, make it look nice, like a nice design. So I think I'm going to after I do the HEMA free sets, I've got 1, 2, 3, 6 more sets to go. I'm gonna then work with stickers. So these are gonna be kind of simple designs that anyone can do. I used to do that in the past, but I just went away from it. And back then, I think I just got tired of using lacquer because I was using lacquer, and I had to sit there between takes to let the polish dry. I mean, it's legit watching paint dry because, I had nothing else to do. So, not a fun time, but it'll be fun getting back to like, the limitations of the size of your natural nail. And I just think, yeah, everything is design is just completely different when you use your natural nails. Um, Aside from the nail estate, as they say. Rocking and rolling over here. All right, for this one, I am going to do an ombre. This one here is glitter pink. Yes, yep. Nice to see you again, Bridget. I've missed you. Then again, I've kind of missed the live altogether. I was not feeling great. But have a fun shopping trip, and I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye. All right, so I have my ombre brush. Some words I can't say right. Questions my ability in English, even though I was like born here. But ombre. Ombre. Remember that red eye commercial with that dude with the glasses? Dry eye. This may have run a little thick, but I've got this going on here. And it's a very subtle shimmer with a little like micro glitter in here. I don't know if you can see that. You just see that. Ooh, see that it's like pixelated? That's the glitter. It is pixelated, but that's also the glitter. Okay. And then I can just take off the extra. No, I mean, I don't think I would wear or get anything pink, but I like it sometimes. I think it's pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Very subtle, but quality's not great in this camera. Oh, hi, PR. How are you? How have you been? Hope all has been well. It's nice to see you again. I know life is getting crazy, and I'm surprised. I probably already did lose my mind. But I've been trying. I've been like teetering on this YouTube track because I have to, get stuff done, but I have real life to get done. I have work to get done. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. But so glad to see you. Hopefully things will not get as hectic and you can just coast this summer if we ever have one. Because it's been so gloomy. All right. So here I have pitaya juice. I have yet to meet a pitaya fruit. But I love this color. Something about magentas that really just make me like, ooh. All right. And this color matte is probably gonna look delicious. This color is like so in your face. If I did wear a pink, this would be it. Look at that. It's just like, wow. Wow. It's like, whoa. I might be like more peppier because I actually ate before my live. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like normally when I do my lives, it's after work, and sometimes I'm like working past 4 o'clock and then trying to rush to be on my live at 5. So I hardly ever have time to eat. And then sometimes my lives run long, so I'm like, oh my gosh, starving. Let's just stop where we are. But yeah, I was off, so I make dinners for the week because I don't have time for that. Like we soldier up in this joint. Like, well, I do. Sometimes I'll make multiple meals so that we can switch it up. But I don't mind eating the same thing every day. But anyways, I'm trying to reinvent ways to eat better. Um, so I'm not saying this is the best, but it's not terrible. But I made a knockoff Chipotle burrito. I've been talking about it forever because it's great. It's so good. I don't really remember, like we used to do Chipotle a lot, but it gets a little expensive. So I made everything, like the rice, the beans. I decided to go nuts and did the ground beef because I eat chicken all the time. I'm like, I'm not doing their chicken because I eat too much chicken. Um, what else? I did the corn, I did the salsa. Like, and this is all from scratch too, so I'm really proud about it. I mean, when it comes to like American, Filipino food, Italian food, I'm like, I'm golden. Like, I know what I'm doing. But like anything else, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully, I do it right. But yeah, so I had that. And for me, I threw in some poblano and jalapenos. And so now I'm kind of like happy. I'm full and I'm happy. You have to feed the beast. Oh, now I know where Dexter gets it from because he's a little monster around dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast, all the time. It's like, what's wrong with you? So I don't get hangry. I just get, excited before and after eating. I love food. What can I say? Let's see. Yes, I love this color. See, thanks, granddaughter keeps me busy and on my toes. Oh, I've been babysitting for. Oh, that's probably the best Fridays. Yeah, that must be really great and fun. So, I don't know. Hopefully, I can get there one day. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know about Dexter having kids anytime soon. He's kind of living the life right now. All right. This one, I'm going to do a little fun design. I mean, it's not that complicated, I think. But let me see. I'm gonna need the whole length of this tape. Clear tape, you guys. If you ever want to do blocking on your nails. Oh, I ripped it in half. Darn it. You don't have to always buy those expensive striping stickers, French stickers. Just use some tape. Okay. I kind of split this in half. Maybe this will be okay. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna make a little V for victory. I don't know. You know how sometimes you don't breathe when you're doing nail art? For some reason, I got these not too old, but old songs that pop into my head randomly. Oh, it's not centered. One song is like that song that goes, I am barely breathing. I don't know the words. You know what I mean? Anyway, it just popped into my head while I'm trying not to breathe. I hate this. I have no eye for symmetry, I feel, because I'm trying to make this even. And the more I do it, the more I feel like my brain is just not comprehending what even means. All right. Locking it in. Okay. This color, which is also a fascinating color, This is colorful rose gold. Bling, well, bling on the swatch, but dull in the jar, in the pot. Okay, I can breathe. I have used painter's tape. Is that cheaper? Yeah, I mean, anything that's not like laser cut that you have to pay. I don't even know how much a sheet is, but I am gonna get, I ran out of the Smile Line ones. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have to place a huge order. Thank you for your support. You are funding my channel. But I have to place a huge order with Varnail soon because I'm running out of, I need to get more of that nail polish remover. I'm spoiled. I have to remove this set for this week and I don't even feel like doing it, but I have to because um I did something to my middle finger and I chipped the polish, so I have to just redo this set. But anyway, and that just was a rabbit hole down to more stuff. So there's a new HEMA-free cat's eye gel set. So of course I'm going to get it. Anything HEMA from Varnail, I'm going to start getting that way. When I do my natural nails, I have more options. I mean, that's not going to stop me from using the regular gel, but it's nice to know that there's something out there that's just a little better than putting, you know, bad chemicals on your nails. Okay, this is so chunky glittery. I just want to try to make it even, and when I do, I feel like I'm shifting it. But this is nice. I love the glue. Look at that one coat. I'm just gonna one coat that. This is a one coat nail. And something about rose gold, you know? Like I don't like yellow gold so much unless it's, oh, what is the yellow, more yellowy one? Is that like the lower number of gold or is it the higher number? Because I have a couple of pieces that are whatever number and they're really nice deep gold. I don't want to say brassy gold, but you know, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Last one. And got some black. Yeah. Because this is, if you want a nice dark color to make your bling pop, that would be it. So that's another tip. Like, I like to have contrast with my rhinestones. This is deep. I love, like, you know, you put this sucker on there and it's just opaque. Because sometimes you have to put multiple layers. That one is a very long stiletto. Okay. And for the black nail, we are going to be putting on, I love this one. This one is Bright Galaxy. Just making sure that this one is going to be severely cured because it's a darker color. And for this formation, okay, I'm gonna need my detail brush for this one. I'm gonna do a weird thinger. Yep. Um, because I have this this really pretty rhinestone that it's really pretty rhinestone that's in a weird shape. So hopefully I can do it. All right. I'm gonna whip out this palette here because the pot gel is kind of harder to just dip a detail brush in. This has, I mean, it looks like it has a gray or black pigment in with the glitter. So let's see how much it stands out. Oh man. Yeah. Again, my poor eye for symmetry. Okay. Just want to outline what I'm doing here, and then I'll come back in with my bigger brush, my oval brush, and fill in what I'm trying to do here. Oh, okay. I don't know what you would call this. All right. I got the green lights. Oh, yay! Drive safe, Lena. Only a few more minutes till freedom. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna do this blue now. Here's something that I always talk about. I saw on someone's channel, the woman that does Cardi B's nails, her name's Jenny, and I got her crystal gel. Her product line is called Jenny Secret. She has a pot gel, a pen gel, it's something else. But anyway, oh, and this rhinestone picker. I love her crystal gel. I normally, like to use it when I'm wearing my own nails or if I'm making press-ons, because it's really good and I don't like wasting it. So I'm going to use them here because, since we're doing a thing. But the only thing is that I found this to be a little pricier. I forget how much it was. I went on her website and I couldn't tell you because this was like last year, I think, maybe beginning of last year, maybe earlier. I don't know. But anyway, it's nice and thick because we are going to use caviar beads too, and those suckers roll around all the time. So when you have a thicker rhinestone glue, that'll definitely save you time by from chasing little caviar beads around. Okay, so we're gonna put this on with the gel. Nothing is matted. I'm gonna do that in the end, but what I'm gonna do this in sections first. So I'm digging into here, and I hope you can see the thickness of it. See, it's kind of holding its shape for a little bit. I like that because it's gonna like keep your rhinestones in place until you don't need to anymore. But I'm placing it where I'm going to apply it. Yeah, you don't want to have to waste your rhinestone glue in sections that you're not going to have rhinestones on. I'm going to put something here, and then I'm going to put something along the line of the glitter. But I'm going to do that separately. So I'm going to whip out my caviar beads. Are you like, can I open you? So we have this. I'm going to pull over my, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? This kind of blue always reminds me of regalness. So picking some royal blue rhinestones. And if you have, it's always nice to work with a centerpiece like this. So once you identify your centerpiece, whether it's a really beautiful charm or just a bigger rhinestone, then it becomes easier to kind of like see where you want to flank your smaller rhinestones. Hi, Cordy. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah, I was like, is it Friday? Oh my God. No. Okay. And I'm also going to use some more champagne. All right. So once you get your main piece, start with a medium size next. And then after that, you go to small. So you want to have to figure out just your placement beforehand. Once you kind of like, get used to it, you get this nice Jenny Secret gel, have that chill out there for a day or two, no, for a few minutes, and you can work on your assembly as you put them on. But I'm taking my medium-sized piece. Oh, look, this looks like a butterfly. Okay. You can work with your medium-sized pieces, and then once you feel like, all right, I don't know if I can benefit by putting anything else bigger, then you can switch to, let's say, a smaller size. So then you just have to figure out, now this is not the tiniest, so I don't like it. I'm going to pick the tiniest champagne rhinestone. And when you get into detail like that, it will change the look of your your assembly, making it that much more like, oh my gosh, really? You know? So you always want to make sure you have a focal point, a medium, and then a tiny to kind of flank your focal point. Let's see. And I'm going to do some really tiny blues. I love these two colors together. Together. How is the weather? It's crappy. That's what it is. Okay. If you have like a silicone mat so that these puppies don't flick around when you're, you know, if you accidentally touch it or whatever. Okay, so then for the caviar beads, then these little guys, they're gonna be the stuff you put in between. And I do have a little tray. I don't know why I'm not using it, but whatever. I'm already here. This is where you will put them in between the intersections of where two rhinestones meet. So there's these little intersection moments. You can put these caviar beads in between as fillers. And they just change the look entirely. And in the past, if you ever check out my old videos with, I used to do full nail rhinestones. It didn't even dawn to me to use these caviar beads. I just didn't know they were a thing at the time. But after doing that, I mean, look how much more different everything is. And you can use the points of your rhinestones to add more of these caviar beads. So if you think of it in a jewelry sense, there's always these prongs that hold your stone in place. It's kind of that. So if you can picture like this is a pendant, you're going to see those prongs at every point of your rhinestones. We're going to leave this for now. I might add more, but let's start doing this thing. We're good to go. But looking at this, now that I have a little wing, I'm going to add some more here on this side. Okay. So once you get any glue that you end up using, you also want to use like a very thin layer of top coat, because that kind of shrink wraps around the edges of your stones. So it kind of is like an extra seal on it. So I'm going to mat the nail, this part of the nail anyway. So I'm just going to put on a very thin layer over this glue with the matte top coat. And if you haven't noticed, everything just happens to be Varnail except for Jenny's Secret. I think when I just have, you know, free time to do nails, I tend to just use Varnail stuff. If I'm doing like my episodes, not gonna lie, I try to use everything but Varnail because I like saving that stuff for me and special, extra special stuff. All right, let's get this done. Kind of afraid. Okay, where is my, I need my, for the larger charms, you want to use your tweezers. You're not going to be able to pick it up with a rhinestone picker. Ah! This is a hangy thingy, so I'm going to try to get it to where it's not hitting. Oh, you know what? I made it too low. I'm going to try to scoop this up at the bottom here. And then also what you can do is kind of hold this out so you can see. If you ever use a dangly, I mean, they're pretty, but you have to plan extra, and I clearly didn't with this one. Okay. And again, we're going to mat this over anyway, so we don't have to really. Just got to make sure there's no glue under that hangy thingy. Because then it won't hang. Okay. So we're going to stick this on. I'm going to plop it kind of halfway into that and then slide it up to make sure that I don't get that hangy thingy to stick. Okay. I'm going to push this down with, this one's kind of heavy too. So with the larger charms, they tend to be heavier. So you got to be careful with that because that's what's probably going to slide. I think if we add more of these rhinestones, I don't think it'll move as much. And then I am going to drag some of this glue down to this little corner because I have rhinestones going there. Oh, I love it. That's it, we're done. No, okay. So we're just going to add these little guys now. Kind of not little, but ah. Maybe wiped a little too much. Make sure that thing dangles. All right, back to these. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Let me put some of these caviar beads in here already. You can use your detail brush to roll them in place. I probably need to get my shorter one so I have more control over it. But that kind of worked out. The caviar beads also will kind of help it stay in place. But see how like this glue is almost as good as cement. Now I feel like, I swear, I'm not good at this symmetry thing. Is this even or is just my brain not functioning properly? Just can never, now I feel like I made it crooked. Stop. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What you could also do is maybe temporarily tape the hangy thingy to the main part of the charm so that it's out of your way. But I just gotta add 2 more rhinestones. There's not enough glue on this side. Okay. I don't think the way that it's kind of, I'm going to seal this too, the way that it's raised on these ends, I don't think I can put a caviar bead at the ends like I had it. But I think this is good. All right, I'm going to cure this. I always get scared because even though this thing is thick, I feel like it's going to move. Hi, Maria Nails. Nice to see you on a Friday. I mean, nice to see you every day, but it's Friday. I determined that it was Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. All right, here's a nice trick too, or tip. To put your caviar beads away. Just use a magnet. Because I used to roll these suckers everywhere, you know? All right. Gets intense. I don't know about you, but I could totally, like, use a shot or something. All right, so we have that, and I want to do a stripe down. I think I want to alternate the blue with the champagne. So we're going to see how that looks, but I want to have some edging on that. I'm just going to make sure that every nook is cured. I know this, I love these stones. Like, you know, you go on Amazon and then you can pick the different colors. I think over time, because I was using up my rhinestones in the beginning, like it was nothing. It's like, oh, I gotta get a different color. Oh, look, they have this one. And then I've seen some of you guys, you get the bigger ones. You get that huge pack with like the tools in the center. I'd love to get that, but that's like what, 20, 30 bucks, something like that. And nowadays, like I don't really use my goods. I'm like always trying to save my good stuff for when I do something to myself. But when was the last time I made something for myself? So who are we kidding? I don't go anywhere. But yeah, so I have a collection of some. I want more, but I actually don't even have space. All right, so we have this dangly thing, but I think, yeah, there we go. I want to move this out of the way. I'm going to be putting a line of this Jenny's Secret. And this is going to make a nice clean line addition to this design. The problem now is if you did this in a set, what else would you do to the other nails? That's my problem. Like I'll make one good accent nail and then it's like, what are the other nails going to look like? Because you don't want to, like, I've done it to where I've blinged out everything and then it gets a little washed out, you know? Okay. So originally I was thinking about just doing the champagne color, but I think if I alternate, it would look cute. And I feel like I should use the micro caviar beads for the setting. The setting, it's called a setting in your ring or whatever jewelry. There's settings for the stones. So you put the caviar beads like you're making a setting. I don't know what's wrong with me. I had my coffee late, but that means it should be working now, right? Nope. Okay. I'm going to find that micro. Where is it? And I'm going to get my tinier caviar beads. I got these in a set. So I have different sizes. And I got that on Amazon years ago. So I don't know if it's still there. I'm going to see how this all works. Let me get my shorter detail brush so I have better control. I'm going to get my 6mm. The one that I've been using is an 18, and I use it for everything because I like it. But in this case, I want to be able to control those caviar beads, so I'm going to use the smaller one. All right, let's see what alternating colors look like. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But you start obviously from one side to the other. And I could have made this line a lot thicker, and I'm gonna have to add more glue to add that caviar bead. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Look at that. I'm sorry. Twinkle, twinkle. So this is another way to use rhinestones just to embellish borders that you're separating on your nail. Let me see what this will look like if I'm afraid to use that one actually. Let's use my smaller brush. What it would look like with caviar beads. Because like I said, when you work with rhinestone assemblies, it's always the more detail, the better it'll look. So I'm just trying to get enough of this glue. All right, here we go. I want to see what it looks like with the caviar beads. If I don't like it, I'll just take it out. And I hate, like, sometimes they're like magnetized, I feel. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I think I like it. Anytime I like a detail, I kind of like it, but then I hate it because that means more work for me. All right, and then I need to add more of this glue. So this is a lot of work. I mean, I can only imagine how much money someone would charge if they did this on your nail. And I'm a sucker, like, I don't like charging people. That's why I wouldn't be a nail tech. I would be bad at it. I'll be like, no, it's okay. Just sitting here for 3 hours. I don't know. And then I'm going to put on the other side as well. Look at that. It's just getting royalified. Royalified? Beautified. It looks royal. Right, now I gotta do the other side, Matt. I hope that whatever I'm doing tonight will inspire you to play around with your rhinestones. I mean, I've had these guys sitting here for quite some time, and it's, you know, sometimes I do get into crazy designs for my Saturday episodes, but not like this. But as I said earlier, tune into that Saturday episode. I'm kind of proud of it just because I realize it's been a while since I went crazy on mine. Edit the improv episodes. It's been kind of coasting, doing the easy stuff. And then I said, you know what, let's just do something a little harder. So, oh my gosh, look at that business. Okay, carrying that. That one's almost done. I'm going to matte finish the blue and then gloss finish the champagne. And then the next one we're going to do is the Tiffany one. That one isn't going to be, it's going to be a little simpler. It's still going to look crazy, but Not as crazy as this one. So let me know how you guys do with rhinestones. Are you comfortable with doing them? Do you dread doing them? I mean, it is a lot of detail, as you can see. So, all right, I have my mat ready to go. Just waiting for this thing to cure. Oh, I'm gonna have to fill in some of the gaps. You want to make sure, that's the other tip, you want to make sure that all your edges are filled in with some sort of gel so that it doesn't get caught in your hair. Also, just a nice seal will prevent it from popping off. But like I said, definitely check out this Jenny's Crystal Gel because Cardi B swears by it. And I had a couple of videos where I had the 5XL E-Nail Couture nails like just covered in glitter. What? Covered in rhinestone. So it's worth trying out. Anyway, let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna just do a surveillance on around my nail. And I'm just gonna push in as much gel as I can in between those cracks, sealing any of those gaps. It's also gonna keep your nails from growing any funky fungal stuff. And the worst is the hair, because my hair is just like, the ring hair, if you saw it. So if I do anything, that hair will get caught and rip, and it's not a fun time. I don't think it'd be a fun time for anybody, actually. And the only thing is, do have good, whatchamacallits, what are they called? The nail thingies that I use to remove the rhinestones. This is why I can't be a teacher. Nippers, the nippas, the cuticle cutters. Okay. I'm just going to cure this one more time before I put on the mat, because you don't want to mix your regular gel with matte gel, because you're not going to get an even coat of matte gel. All right. Oh, my back. Just going to prep this one, our Tiffany nail. This one will probably be all gloss, but the box is kind of matte, like a satin finish. So maybe I want to pull out my Gelish matte, because this one I feel like is not for real matte. This is like, this comes out satiny. Well, I don't even know why this is on there. We have to top coat with matte. Okay. Just making sure this is all cured. Man, I had dinner already. This might be a long one. We're just on the first nail. All right. Maybe I can kill some time by doing I'm going to use my glass top coat, because this sucker's super shiny as hell. We're going to put this on the champagne. I'm going to put this on the blue. Oh, what happened to it? Oh, I put it back. All right. All right. So putting this any top coat around the edges of your rhinestone after the fact also creates a nice seal for you. Then I'm going to use my detail brush to get into the tough spots. I just got to make sure that I remove gel on it. And the tissue. And this is like no wipe. I mean, lint free. What the heck? Okay. 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 And then get any on your rhinestone, I'm gonna take this Q-tip and just wipe it. I know there's like, just be very careful because there's obviously like little stringy pieces on this thing. All right. Whoop. Okay, and then I'm gonna gloss coat the champagne. Is the bling throwing the focus off? Whoopsie. That's when you know it's blinging, when the focus on your camera doesn't know what to do because it's too sparkly. Okay. So that was that. I'm going to start picking up some of this. So I just go on Amazon and find charms. And these ones I got for our anniversary from hubby. So this one here that I'm trying to pick up because it's super heavy. This one is probably one of the first charms I got ever. But like I said, you want to have a focal piece. And I have two in this case because this one charm is really cool. It's like a frame. It's empty in the middle. So I just took this green rhinestone and I'm placing it in the middle. It's not perfect. If you had like I don't have a diamond shape. That would be nice, but I think it works well either way. And this is going on our Tiffany nails. So I do have little moments of green, but I think I want the rest to be clear. So I am going to also use silver caviar beads. And these are like the micro ones. So it's probably best if I get this stinking tray this time. Because the smaller they are, the more hellish they are to work with. And I'm going to get my clear crystals. But here we have our nail, a hangy piece that's not hanging. Ah! Oops. I was like, oh, did I break it? No. The added gel underneath is preventing it from dangling. But anyway, let me put this back. I thought I broke it. It just came off the stand. No big deal. Okay. This is I'm going to call this my royal nail. Look at it. Aside from the dangling, not dangling. It's kind of dangling. But look at it. Look at Ooh, look at that. Take a pic. Oh, I should like nail cleanse it. I didn't nail cleanse it. Let's nail cleanse it. Make those puppies shine. Oh my gosh. I mean, what would you wear this with, to be honest? Because I love this. I'm gonna have to take photos later. Anyway, all right, stop it. Stop oogling. Okay, so now we have our Tiffany nail. I have my caviar beads. I have my clear crystals. I'm going to, again, you want to have your focal points. We have 2. Now where these intersections are, you want to fill it with something. So I'm going to use my medium. So you have your large, your medium, and then you can go down to your small. So you want to have all 3 sizes to chop up the whole assembly and make it look, you know, more than what it really is. Because, like I said, the more detail, the better that these will look. And I talked about it before and I just remembered. So, yeah, because I'm like architectural, let me just whip out this picture of spatial concepts in churches like a basilica, because they black out all the solid concrete and they leave the rooms white or clear or not colored in. I don't know. Just oh, don't tell me I looked at it on my other phone. How disappointing. Let me just double check. Yeah, I looked on it at my other phone, but I should have it saved here. Spatial. Steps for silicas. All right. Now that I got it pulled up, let me brighten the color. Let me brighten up the phone. Jeez Louise. And this is not exactly, I reworded it different, but you see how like, oh, because I typed in floor plan. This is where my age shows floor plan. Okay. So something like this stuff, like you'll have your focal point and the little flanky spaces around it. You can kind of use that as an idea of how to space out some of your rhinestones. Like this one would be perfect. I mean, you know, maybe this portion, make it a nice cluster. I know this kind of looks a little like, what the heck? But if you think of it that way, and like I said, you can also pull up jewelry because they essentially do the same thing. But yeah, something like this would look nice in a cluster of rhinestones, like a huge stone in the middle with medium-sized ones around it, and then you can put tiny ones around the whole thing. You just kind of visualize something like that. Ooh, look at that one. So I don't know. That's how I envision rhinestones. I don't know if you guys are like writing messages, but I think my StreamYard just stopped showing them. So if you're leaving messages, sorry, I am not getting them. Okay. Now I like this formation here. Let's just put a tinier one at the ends. And this will kind of act like the caviar beads, but I am going to be putting the micro caviar beads around that. So we're still going to do some stuff here. Okay, let's pull out my Jenny Secret. I have my formation. I don't think, I mean, I might matte coat. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to, again, apply this where you need it. And since we have like a couple of big ones right down the middle, I'm going to do that. We have some going out on the side, so I'm going to put some here. Okay. And then, like I said, we're going to use, let's just use matte in case I decide to do matte. You just want to have a thin layer of top coat to shrink wrap all around those rhinestones when you cure it. So, all right. So I'm going to put my top one first, especially since this is a smaller nail. I want to use the maximum amount of space that you have here. This is going to eat into the tip a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a little button on the smile line. And like I said, this one's heavy, so you might want to work more quickly on the heavier rhinestones, because even though if you're using something like Jenny's Secret, like I said, that's still, the puppy's still gonna like move around. And another, if you haven't noticed, using a couple sets of colors is always nice as well. It breaks up the design. I think it's raining again. What the heck? We had a moment of sun and then no more. It was like, psych. Back to rain. So again, where in stones meet, it's always good to put a smaller rhinestone or a caviar bead in that intersection. Okay, now I'm going to go in with these super tiny micro caviar beads, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, where the intersections are on this round of rhinestones and the ends. I'm going to be putting the caviar beads. So hopefully these ideologies or techniques that I may have when I do my rhinestone assemblies can essentially help you do yours. Because once you have something like broken down, it's less intimidating to do. And I think it's crazy half the time that I'm putting something on here so small. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this one. And I don't know if I'm gonna want to just gloss it or matte it. I'm not sure. I'm just removing the excess from the sides here. This one went a lot quicker, didn't it? Thank you, Maria. And I set these assemblies up a few minutes before I came on. I just wanted to kind of be ready, but not be ready. Because sometimes you just don't know, or you're in a mental block and you just don't know what you're going to do. But once you get that one main piece going, it kind of like will span out to the other stones, and it will get easier. And then when all else fails, just fill it with caviar beads. And there are situations where you can use the caviar beads to create string. It'll look like a dangly piece on your nail, but it's obviously glued to your nail. That's going to be a separate video maybe, because that's a lot. Because I've seen videos where they do that, and I'm like, that's where I picked it up. I ended up picking up because it adds so much more detail when you start trailing caviar beads to rhinestones. Just making sure this, I still don't know if I'm gonna, I think, okay, so I think maybe I will matte the turquoise and gloss the glitter. I don't like matting the glitter. I think it still looks cool when you matte it, but when you do glitter, you want it to pop. So let me just check if there's any edges that I have to fill. That's, like I said before, that's also key, because you don't want this stuff to come out. Now, when you buy those pre-made charms, like these ones here, I can't remember which one out of the pack I bought, but one of them was bad, and it was catching my hair and ripping it all the time, because at the very end, it was like sticking out. So what I did was I just put gel on it, like I sealed that hole, because I really was not enjoying that. Because like I said, I have long hair, and it would just snap. I'm like, I didn't even run my hand through my hair. What the heck? So if you do have a pre-made charm that's doing that, feel free to fill in that gap as well. I mean, I think it's just so blingy. I don't think anybody would notice if you put a chunk of gel over, their mistake. So I think this is okay. I really love this one. So far, I mean, this is the only one I completed yet, but so far this one's my favorite. The other ones, I don't know. Maybe I should have went the other way around, because I feel like some of these, maybe one is going to be cool, but I mean, they're all going to be all right. I just think that one piece on the blue was just really nice. All right. So I'm going to use my Gelish mat. For the Gelish mat, you have to nail cleanse it. It's not a no wipe. And then on top of that, it's so weird. It's matte, but I don't feel like it's not as matte as other matte top coats are. So if you ever get it, I just get it because I like Gelish. It's a high quality gel company. They're the creators, by the way, of the official polygel that's called polygel. Any other polygel is supposed to be called hybrid gel, and I didn't know that for a while, because I got my first set of polygel from Gelish back in 2016. I've never tried gel before, polygel before, and I've seen so many people do it on YouTube. So I happened to see a channel, and she went to an expo, and she was showing off their new polygel kit. So I said, okay, let me try it. It's nice. It's firm. The slip solution I love. So that's how I ended up just getting Gelish products. But then, to be quite honest, it's nice, but it's expensive. So I don't really get that anymore. I'll get their polygel if I run out. And I haven't done polygel nails in a while, so I don't really need it. But if I run out, I will get more polygel through them. I really like their polygel, and it's limited. There's not like you know, Born Pretty has a ton of polygel colors. McCart has a lot of polygel colors. And Gelish only has like, I don't even know if they have 10. They have, they don't even have clear. They have natural clear. But I love their gel, their polygel. And they also have dip for those that do dip. I tried their dip, but dip is not my style. So, no can it. Okay. Wow, it seems like I'm averaging 30 minutes a nails. This will be a long one, but we're on the third one. So this one is supposed to be a simpler one of all of them. So that's good. And again, like I said, we're going to collect this caviar beads with the magnet. This I learned a while back. It's a nice tip. Okay. Because I used to spill this stuff all over. Done. Next. All right. This one has a simpler stone. I'm going to maybe use the rose gold only because it's a little too something. But I guess I might just gloss it. I'm going to use the iridescent ones. This is for when you don't want to put too much bling, but you want to do like a crown of, did I just say ring? Or did I say rhinestone? When you don't want to put a lot of rhinestone, you put a ring around, a little crown over the, oh my gosh, yeah, okay. The cuticle area. What? What do you say? I don't know what I'm saying. No. I did get a coffee today. I think I only had a third of it. I think I was just too excited having a day off. I did so many things that I probably shouldn't have. I should have just sat down and binge watched something. Like I said before, while I work, I binge watch videos. Oh, wait, let me show this. Look at it. Is this posh? Oh, wait, I have to nail cleanse it. I'm like, why is that so glossy? Yeah, it's Gelish. What was that? Oh, hotties play The Sims. What? YouTube notifications. Like I said, while I work, I binge watch everybody's videos. I'm like 3 months behind. I think I knocked it down to 2, but this week, because work, I was trying to get a project done. I didn't play anything. I usually just play it out. Ads and all. But anyway, so I'm kind of behind. But yeah, if I'm off, I should just sit down and relax and watch stuff, but I didn't. Anyway, look at this. I don't know. I still like the blue one. I like the colors. See what I'm saying? It's their Gelish matte is matte, but it's still like a little shiny compared to the, like this is matte right here. See that? And then this one has that shine. And I nail cleansed it. But anyway, I love this. I love the colors. I'm a green person, so. All right. Jenny's Secret coming at you. We're going to do a ring around the rosy. We're going to do just a line on the base of the nail. And then we're going to do a nice chunk of glue where that charm is going to be, because this charm as well was part of that initial pack of charms I got way back when, and the metal for that is really heavy. And I thought, oh, I got some nice quality charms, but the con of it is that it's heavy as heck. So back then I wasn't using Jenny's Secret, and yes, I reuse them. I would pick them off and reuse. Comment below if you reuse your charms. Um, I don't make them for anybody else but myself. So anyway, then I'm going to take my oval brush and I'm going to make a little chunk to put down right in the middle. A blob. And it's just going to be a gloss finish, this whole nail. I've decided. Executive decision. And because there's mostly glue at one side, I'm going to just turn it upside down and start from this end, because you don't want, it'll pull, every time you do this, it'll pull your glue. I'm adding that saran wrap layer, as I call it. But it's also dragging it at the same time. So in this way, we're not pulling all the glue down where we don't need it, adding thickness where we don't need it. And squishing rhinestones on here will smooth it out a little bit more. But yeah. So I'm going to, I don't know if I want to make, maybe I should just make one size. A one size band all the way around. And I gotta figure out what size, either this size or that size. But we're gonna take this guy here, smoosh it down. And again, very heavy, so you want to get those other rhinestones in place as fast as you can to lock this guy in place. Maybe I'll push it down more and put some here as well. I don't know, like, why these are different sizes. They're supposed to be the same size. And I hardly use this one. So this was a bad buy. Okay, I think I am going to use the caviar beads. What I'm also going to do, because as I'm placing down that huge one, I want to put something here. So I'm just going to drag some of this on the side and drag it down here. And I'm going to put one more, and I'm going to put a larger size right here. Okay, then I'm going to take my micro rose gold. You know what? I'm feeling like wrapping this one up in a ring. So you can take your caviar beads and just line it all around a rhinestone. It could be any shape that you end up choosing, but it adds a different look to a basic, you know, round rhinestone in this case. Again, this is just an extra way to jazz up what you got. And then on this side, I'm just going to put them in between. And, you know, it's a slow moving gel, but it is moving. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can. But this Jenny's Secret, if you know of any brand, any other brand that's this kind of consistency, let me know. Because like I said, Jenny's Secret's great, but it's expensive. I can't remember how much it is. But anything else that I've used so far, is not as good as this. So, all right, done. Let me just see. I feel like it's off center and tilted. I swear, I suck at this. Okay, I'm gonna cure this up, and I just have to check the edges. We may probably need one more coat of glass top coat. All right. So that one is pretty much done. That one went by quick. The next two, I don't know. The last one might have more detail in it, but the next one coming up, I think it's just huge. But honestly, I formed up something. I'm not sold on it, and it needs more work. So I don't know what else we're gonna do to it, but we'll see. This might give me some ideas for a set, actually. Just making sure the sides are cured. Okay. I'm going to go in, check my sides, fill in the gaps. And this one kind of has some big ones here, so I want to make sure I fill those in. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remove these easy this time because it's been such a long time since like I said, this was from a first pack of charms that I bought years ago. And back then I definitely wasn't using this glue, but 100% I would remove the rhinestone and save it. So I'm not too sure if I'll be able to do it, Jenny's Secret. We'll see. But actually, I don't even know when I'll need this rhinestone again, so it probably will never come off. I've been making notebooks of the nails that I've done. I don't know why. I mean, I guess just as like a yearbook, if you will, so that I can remember and look back at all the sets that I've done. Or not sets, just nails, because sometimes I only do one nail, but anyone else do that? I pretty much save all the nails I do. And it's got to a point where it's like, what am I gonna do with this? I just would put it in a bag. I had this like makeup bag, and it was getting full. So I said, you know what, let me just put this in a book. I seen other people do that, so I figured, why don't I try that? That way I can organize my nails. I keep booklets. I have my Night at the Improv episodes, so I put all the nails that I've done for those episodes into a book. I have my Worldly Josieisms that I put all into another book. And I have another one, but I don't know if I'm going to just do a hodgepodge of nails in that one because I don't really have any more episodes. I don't have any more episodes. I don't have any other series to put in a book. All right, so we're going to do this one next. I feel like we're going to do an opposite. We're going to gloss the, I guess that was the rose gold. And then I'm going to want to matte this pitaya color. So let me just whip out what I had planned. And it's a little upsetting because some of these rhinestones aren't made to be symmetrical. And I'll show you what I mean in a bit. Let me just get some of these rhinestones that I put on this side. I messed up my formation. I don't even remember what I did for it. Okay. So these squiggly lines I think are the best. They're so cool and have a unique shape, and it works so well with this charm, but only on one side. They don't have ones that reverse, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to use it. Why? Because I want to. And then I'm going to put this. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. It looks so good before, and something like that. I'll figure it out. And then this down here. All right, so here is the pink one. Nice and simple. You have one chunky monkey, and then you have that little crown. A lot of people do just this, and that's fine. You can just do that, or you can like just boop, add something to it. Put a little rhinestone there. Yeah, see those caviar beads? It makes it look so much different. I feel like I should have rhinestone the whole thing. So you can always come back in and add those, but you'll be able to tell over time like what extra it needs. Okay, so now this. Pulling out my Jenny. All right, so I'm getting a nice chunk here. It looks like this is gonna span, I guess I'll just put it around the whole thing. I'm gonna fill up this rose gold glitter section with the glue. Or gel, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And then I'm gonna gloss. I don't know why I closed that. Okay. I'm gonna gloss, put a thin layer of this glass top coat to saran wrap those rhinestones. Okay. Hi, Hi, Janika. Happy Friday. Hope all is well. Okay. Let's hope for the best. All right. Yeah, these are heavier. Use a tweezer. This one I love. This one looks like a scepter, you know? Something schmancy that on a wand or something. Um, oh, I didn't even pull out the rest. I'm gonna use these. Ooh. Okay. I don't know what sizes I'm gonna need. Let me see. You can kind of see I'm gonna need some mediums and some smalls. Oh my gosh, why? These are hard to open. That's how often I use these things. I think I used it like one time. All right. Okay. All right. Hopefully these work. I mean, you know, I'm going to force it to work. It's not going to look perfect, but whatever. I just wish they made, you know what I mean? Like, have it go the other way too, not just one way. Go your own way. Go your own way. Yeah, and this one's heavy too, so whatever it is I end up doing, I have to figure it out fast. All right, so this one, like I said, it needs a little work because I thought of it, but I didn't really. All right, let's put this size here. I can never tell if this stuff is in the middle. And then it's kind of, these rhinestones are dirty. Okay, let's see. Put some down here. And you know what? I think I want to line with tinier ones. Yeah, I'm gonna need this. Stop messing around. Am I? I forget I have two ends of these things. Well, that doesn't necessarily work. Geez, it got stuck in there, so I had to like rip it out. Okay. I'm just gonna put the smaller ones around this larger charm. And then we're gonna use the caviar beads to fill in the other spaces. And these are the much larger ones. And these are going to be heavier. Than what we've been using. So again, we have to work a little bit faster so that we don't end up chasing these around, because I can tell that some of the spots don't have the glue. So it's going to be some fun times chasing them around a little bit, I think. Hello. And you can tell when there's no glue because it's sticking more onto the brush. This is where the fun begins. Perfect. But I think that's it. I just got to push these guys back close together. All right, this one is kind of a nightmare, and it's rolling. Yeah, so definitely make sure that you're putting your glue everywhere that you are putting your rhinestones down on. I just still feel this is like nonsense, but I'm nuking it. Okay. Woo! Oh, my weekend. Well, my week is great now. I took off today, so I don't even remember what I did earlier in the week. which is always good. It's been kind of rainy, so not so much fun, but hopefully this weekend isn't too bad. Um, hope your week was good as well. And thank you. I mean, this is all on the fly, kind of. I did assemble some of these formations before I started. Um, but it's I usually don't like planning. I just like seeing it in the moment because, and that could be a bad thing too, because I know I can't stop. Like, when you start doing, oh, I can add some here, I can add some here, and then you just keep adding, and it looks like a crazy mess. Yeah, that's me sometimes. All right, so our last nail. Oh, we have to matte finish. Let me just check the sides. I did fill the edges of this one with the tinier, oh, that one slipped. Black rhinestones. So I think this only needs like a layer of glass, and then I'm gonna do matte on the tip, and that's just gonna make it look really cool, I think. And then I gotta nail cleanse some of this rhinestone. It looks so dirty. But there is already, we already did that layer of glass, so I'm just putting it where I think I need a little bit. And this is the good part about having a gloss top coat with this gel, is that I don't have to put a coat over it all the time because it's going to finish the same way. When you work with matte, you have to make sure you do one first and then the other. Okay. Oh, good, you're home, Lena. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I might crazily finish the coffee that I got this this morning. Don't judge me. But I get distracted sometimes that I don't always enjoy my cup of coffee. You know what I mean? I got some really good smelling coffee. Oh gosh. I think it's called the coffee bean or the bean. It's like some sort of Hawaiian washed or something. Um, I got hazelnut coffee. It smells so good. I just can't. So it's always disappointing. Like, I still have a little bit left of my hazelnut Dunkins. Um, and I want to finish that before I do the next bag because I'm trying out new coffee bags. And it smelled so good I had to try it, so I opened it. But I'm almost done with the Dunkin'. But yeah, I think it's called the Bean. So if you ever looking for some, I mean, I don't know how much healthier it is. Supposedly the process is better or whatever. Oh, well, Lena, don't worry. They have other flavors. So that, of course, you're making coffee. Um, Oh, thanks. Yeah, it seems to me the people I've been talking to this week have been said that it's raining where they are. And I'm like, that can't be true. It can't be raining everywhere. I mean, I don't talk to people from everywhere, but spread out throughout the country, I would think that's you know, a high coincidence. Unless there's one thick dark cloud hanging over the United States. I mean, I can't imagine why, but it has been super rainy. I mean, I feel like we're still in the spring. All right. Matting this, in case we forgot. I thought I filed this little nub down. I guess I didn't. All Oh, there's a piece of glitter there. Oh well. Okay, so that one's pretty much done. I'm just gonna nail cleanse that. It's true. Yeah, love it. I have like sometimes I get a full desk of stuff, and then you know, as I crack down the nails one by one, I get to remove that stuff and have a clearer workstation. So I've got these going on. I honestly don't really know 100% what I'm doing with this. I have my silver medium caviar beads for this one. I do have a formation, and it all started with this little one right here. Look how pretty that is. This is going to be really cute. So we've got this piece, and then we've got this guy here. So this is going to be the chunky nail. Look how pretty that is. This is from the first group of charms that I got, and it's heavy. So the fact that I have to figure out on the fly real quick how I'm going to set this up, I'm a little scared. So we'll see. And this is probably a good example of when I cannot stop, because there is another piece that I want to show here. It has some really good color, and I think it kind of matches the purplish. Oh my gosh, it's so it's just rhinestone, but it's not picking. That's not going to be good. I have to use tweezers for that. I think I had it going this way, or did I have it going this way? No, let's do it this way. And then sometimes you just want to go gaudy. I mean, I'm from New Jersey. We like to have everything gaudy, so I'm just gonna go nuts. And then I just want to incorporate these somehow, because you know what? I'm not 100% comfortable with the pointy prism rhinestones. Not, I'm good with flat back. But I want to do a trio cluster. I was just gonna leave it at 2, but I'm like, it looks like balls. Sorry, I went there. But anyway, so something like that. I know that looks a little crazy, but I think it's gonna work. The only problem is I have these beautiful, Miss Jeannie gave me these ones for a giveaway, I think. And the only thing is I have no idea what colors I'm gonna work with. But where we put the see, I feel like, all right, maybe one more set. No, I don't like it. Let me just figure this out now before I start going nuts later. Maybe not too big. Let's go smaller. Let's find our kind of medium, maybe even smaller to medium, to fill these in. I just hope I have another color like that. I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I do. Okay, and then let me use even smaller. Let's just bedazzle the living crud out of this. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you also have issues with the pointy rhinestones, not the flat back ones. I mean, they're pretty intimidating to me. Let me see if they have that. Yes, they do. They have the same color in these tiny ones. So I really hope that they have the same color in the micro ones. Am I getting a little excited? I'm probably going delusional right now. You know, when the light bulb turns on, then it's like, you know, you're ready to go. All right. I think this is the same color. They're just so tiny. Can you even see what I'm doing? No, not really, but I think these look pink to me. Screw it. I'm still going to use it. All right. This is going to go on the very bottom here. And then I'm going to use you know what? I'm going to use the caviar beads to fill in the rest. But I'm going to use this. Maybe even a larger one. It's all plug and play. You'll get a feel over time like what sizes to use. But like I said, large, medium, small. This one happens to have micro, and I'm fine with that. All right. My back is killing me. Okay, let's see. It's raining cats and dogs by me. Oh, goodness. Something's wrong right now. It's raining everywhere. Oh, you'll probably get it. Maybe it's moving north, Lena. Oh, North Carolina. Hello. This Jeannie is from South Carolina. I'm starting to know everybody from each state. Last week and this week. Yeah. I know. Actually, I'm going to use some of this Varnail solid building gel. You can use polygel. Some people I've seen use acrylic, but that's not my territory. So, okay. I forgot we have a nail waiting in the wing, and I forgot to double cure it. So we're just going to do that real quick. But yeah, look at this mess. I mean, from far away, it looks all fuzzy, but in my eye, it looks really bling. And then I'm going to put it on this Halloween nail here. Yeah. It took me a while to figure out this whole like stick, because I think these rhinestones, the ones that Jeannie gave me, were the first ones I ever got that weren't flat back. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? I didn't sound like that, but like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And look, they're big. She gave me some really pretty ones. And then Varnail, I think Varnail gave me this one. Did I say that backwards? Yeah, I think I said Jeannie gave me this one. Jeannie gave me this one. And Varnail gave me this one for the Christmas mystery box. It's like, how the heck am I going to use these? I mean, now that I have more of them, there's no choice unless I give it away. But, you know. Anyway, so here's this nail. Look at the tip matted out. And then the rose gold glitter. I love the combo between pink and black. I guess it has that thing, what's her face? What's her face? Marilyn Monroe in oh my gosh, I've seen so many, but the one where she's like, you know, diamonds is a girl's best friend, and she was wearing that pink outfit. Anyway, I'm just gonna shellac. I think this whole thing is just gonna be gloss. Because I don't mind the black being like that. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to matte out the black. But we have so like a lot of rhinestone here. I think we're gonna get out of this. I thought we'd fit it into this glitter section. I have a feeling we're gonna extend it past that. So, and this is such a darker color that I can't tell where I'm putting this stuff. So I think I'm putting it where it should go, but since there's a lot, I feel like maybe it's going to go outside this space. So I'm just going to put it everywhere. I might have to do this top part in a different section because we're going to be using the solid building gel. I want to take my glass top coat and I'm going to put a thin layer of this, the thinnest possible. I tend to over top Overtop it off. Just like my drinks. Mm. Oh, what I would give for a martini. In case you can't see, because you can't, Dexter is sitting on my armrest. Is it 8 o'clock? That's when he eats. No, he gets crazy an hour beforehand. Listen, you. It's not time yet. Let's see. Yeah, Jeannie did good. That's why I kept them. I mean, they're too pretty to give away. I use Boulder Gel to kind of hold it down. Yeah, that's always good. Something with thick consistency, you know. Let's see. Thanks. I just wish I had the capacity to like do a whole set because you get tired after one. And I did 5. All right. This is the catalyst with the little hanging ball. I'm gonna have it hang low. And it's gonna wobble to and fro. I can't tie it in a knot, can't tie it in a bow. No. All right, and this is heavy, but this one here is super heavy. So, oh my God, I don't even know. Why did I make this so big? And it's at the tip. We're gonna fill that in. It's already moving. Maybe I can. Oh, I think I'm gonna flash cure, but then okay. Well, let's just work on these two. How about we just stop talking and just start working? All right. The other thing, though, these first set of charms are beautiful, but they totally made it like crooked. My square doesn't line up with the frame setting that they made for it. All right. Everything's gonna be all right. Maybe it's just sticky underneath. Oh, yeah. Wow, their kid is in full effect next door, by the way. I think he's jumping on the walls or something. I don't even know if I have room for these. I'm gonna make it fit. Yeah, I'm gonna flash cure this bottom part because I don't want it to move. Like the sucker's moving, freaking out. You know, I just don't know when to stop. Oh, and I think I did all that out of frame. Like, I'm not really looking. Okay, let's try to focus the light. Oh no! Whatever, it's already stuck on there. It drooped, you stinky winky. And I can see it too. Oh my gosh. I glued my glove to No one saw that. Nope. Ah, boo, look at that. It grew. It grew crooked. Me don't speak English good. Oh, help me. All right. These are lighter, so hopefully I won't need to flash cure again. Nightmare. Bling bling. How did I have this? Like that? And I'll put these there, but I want to use that solid gel, so I gotta kind of guess. We're just gonna guess. Okay, and then let's envision some of this. Jenny! Okay. Adding more Jenny. Jenny. Let me see here. Oh, hi, Kristen. How are you? I'm like totally focused. Let's see. You might be able to pick it off with the tweezers. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it. We'll see how bad it is in the end. But you saw the idea of it. As I'm talking, these are slipping. Okay, back to our caviar beads. I added 3 on there. And I'm going to do these are large and there's more space. There wasn't so much space down here to do it. But I'm just going to add caviar beads in between these guys. Hey, yous guys. Yeah. I feel like why do I always feel like it's not even? Where's my Q-tip? I dirtied this up. Taking some nail cleanser to clean off that glue. All right, so unfortunately, I didn't think ahead. I mean, I did, but I didn't. So I put all this glue here. We're not going to even use that because I'm going to use the solid gel. But what I am going to do is take my oval brush and we're just going to wipe off some of this. And the way that it's looking, we're just going to coat the whole thing. Okay. Now I just have to be settled in my mind that this thing is symmetrical because I feel like it's not all the time, every time. Well, don't look at that because that's definitely not symmetrical, but everything else, like why? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? All right, curing. Locking it in. Oh no, it's tip heavy. Okay, I gotta hold that. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh, yeah. You don't feed the mogwai past midnight. I'm not gonna lie, if I know I'm gonna like go to bed real late, I will pop in a snack after 12, so. But yeah, you're up late. You should be hitting the hay. Let's see. I was in the zone. Yup. Eating that up and left meal crumbs. 100. Oh my goodness, Chrissy, you can't go to bed hungry. Right? The only thing is if you eat a small snack, just make sure you don't sleep right after. That would be my thing. But I can't wait. I can't wait to like chill and binge. I gotta finish off True Blood. I'm rewatching it. What else am I doing? What else do I've got going on? I didn't finish half of my burrito, so I gotta do that. I just can't. If Mason's home, I dare you to text him and ask him to bring you up a sandwich or something. I think I did that one time when I was staying over the parents' house. Like, I legit just texted my mom and asked for something just for fun and see what she'd do. And bless her heart, she just did it. So, all right, let's finish this off. I mean, you can't, that's a little off, right? You know how it was before it was, so. All right, let me remove this guy. I don't think we'll need, yeah, I have to fill in the gaps later. Okay, so let me get my little cuticle, Pasha. Where are you? Oh, I had to put it in here. Oh, it was right here. I'm blind. Oops. Don't mind that. That's just my nail forms. I accidentally like spilled, man, this is tip heavy. I spilled some, nail cleanser on my nail forms. It's like, no. So I was just drying it off and I put it in my brush cup. I mean, I didn't put it in there. I had it in between some brushes to hold it sideways. You know, so that air can get into it. I've got some engineering up in here. All right, so I have my solid gel. Oh, I think I just cracked my back. Okay. Smoosh. Smooshing. Well, well, well. I can't even pick these up with tweezers, I feel, right? They're just so roly-poly. Okay. I was going to put 2 here, but I'm going to put the 1, and then I'm going to put the 2 on top. Talk about gaudy, man. Sheesh. Want some nail for your bling? We have the trifecta. Power of 3 will set you free. All right, we've completely gone delusional at this point. All right, so I've got a little bit of I don't want to be there's kind of things. What am I going to do with that? I didn't really plan that. Maybe I put too much. Probably did put too much. I think I'm talking to myself too much. Just commit. We just got to commit. I'm a committer. I'm a committee. Okay. If anybody remembers the band Veruca Salt, I've got some of their songs stuck in my head right now. Why? I do not know. Okay, and then it's actually going to have that there, but I feel like I need more stones. Fix our little problem here. Oh, you realize I don't have my chocolate milk today? Didn't need it. I had dinner. Maybe a smaller one as that falls. Nope, it's too short. Just don't like that. Maybe I'll just put a caviar bead in there. Whatever. Okay. And then actually, I wanted to put rhinestones on the sides, but it doesn't look. Maybe whatchamacallit's caviar beads will look better. So here, I'll just put these guys. Yeah, that fixes that problem. Yay. Call me a cluster, man. This is one huge cluster. It's like, I'm just joking. All right, I'm gonna nuke that, and then I'm gonna, guess since this is solid gel, let me also fill in those gaps while I can. And then I'm gonna do the caviar beads. And then we're done. D-U-N, done. Fill that sucker. Balance. Nothing more but balance. Okay. It fits like a glove. Like a glove? Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Nuking. Alrighty. It's so top heavy, tip heavy. I just want to not hold it. Stop laughing. Okay. I can close this now. I should have used my other hand so that I'm not all awkward holding this. Thanks, Kristen. This one is still my favorite. And it's the first one I did, so it's like your first one isn't supposed to be good. This is my second favorite. Look at that sparkle. And then this one's my third. Well, no, wait. Let me finish the other one though. I love that pink and black. I want to paint it black. Yeah. Yup. I feel like it's like royal looking. All right, I'm gonna micro bead bedazzle. I would like to thank Jenny tonight for all her help. If I had a nice place to go to, I would totally do my nails like this. But I don't really, I don't really go anywhere. My sister and I will try out different restaurants, but they're not like pretty blinged out nail quality. They're more like stick your fingers in fried chicken kind of type places. So I wouldn't want to have fried chicken residue on my nails, on my bling. Snacks for later. All right. Excuse me, Jenny. All right, let's micro the. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's off center all the time. I think I'm not good at keeping things symmetrical. I should just tell people like what to do, because I can't execute fairly well. This is already off. Again, where rhinestones intersect, just putting these guys on. I feel like, you know what, let's just, no, it's gonna look weird. I want to line it, but there's no other lining anywhere else, so I don't want to make it look so different, from the top, because then we'll get like that pink one is. I only put it around the bottom, and I feel like I should have done it all the way around. Round and round. Ooh, okay. It's a little off center, but you know, whatevs. Okay, so then after this, I'm just gonna like gloss coat the surrounding parts of the nail, seal the rest in, and then we can look at all of them. Oh, hi, sugar. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah, I'm probably delirious at this point. I don't think I've ever sat this long at a live. Close enough was the live night at the Improv. I think it was like over 2 hours, Lena, that we did. Oh, I was thinking about doing another live night at the Improv. I thought that was fun. Um, I just don't know when, because summertime is when the busy. I mean, you would think it's the holidays, right? But like July, we have Independence Day, and then, you know, I have my birthday. We have and just by talking to some people, they're doing a lot of stuff here and there for the summer. So I don't know if I can get people together again for one night in the summer. Who wants to do that? Be in the hot seat when they can just be in the hot sun on a beach somewhere. um, but yeah, I was thinking about doing not just like, you know, we did it for the 100th episode. I think I want to do it maybe once a month with everyone to have some sort of fun togetherness. And what I was planning on doing on my series in general, and I might switch that to once a month. So maybe instead of doing every week a night at the Improv, maybe twice a month, one live and then one monthly, just because I'm deciding to do instead of doing 3 nails, I think I'm going to do a set. And it becomes harder because if you get all those weird decorations that I love so much, um, and you have to mix them into a set and make it work, that's so much harder than putting a decoration, feature a decoration on each nail. So I don't know, still thinking about it, but I definitely want to do a night at the Improv Live. That was so much fun. Um, but I'm just trying to figure out ways to challenge myself more because I felt like for the past few episodes, kind of been out of my head a bit. So I feel like the designs were subpar. You know, I could make them more challenging. I definitely didn't. This last episode that you're going to see tomorrow, I definitely put more elbow grease on it. So I think it's going to be a little bit more intricate than the other designs that I've done. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I think I definitely need to step up my game. I was, you know, it's over 100 episodes, and I feel like we need to make it a little bit more harder for myself. Now, when I do the lives, it's only going to be one nail and it's not going to be as hard. So, um, you don't have to worry about making a full set. But yeah, just having some fun with it. I wish I was on a beach too, but just because I need a tan, I don't think I've had a tan for like, you know, 4 or 5 years. This is the palest I've ever been. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. I'm ready. Yes. And you're definitely going to be good to go this time because you killed it last time, even though you might think you didn't. But that bird topic was great because we were able to tell you to like flip a bird instead of draw one so many times. That was so funny. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, collabs are fun to watch. Sometimes they're fun to be in. I just get so anxious because I don't want to screw it up. Um, let's see. Yeah, hosting's rough. Um, it's like managing a team, if you think of it. Like, all the fun you have managing a team. Okay. And here is my last nail. It's not as symmetrical as I wanted it to be, but look how chunky monkey. We just pretty much covered that whole galaxy glitter. And then unfortunately, I didn't flash cure this in time and it tilted to the side. Ah, this is something I would like pull out if I was having a fun drunken night. No, I don't know. But anyway, here's the rest of the nails. I don't know. I think the blue one is still my favorite. Okay, so I actually have this in the right order. I think it's a little funny because I think I assembled them backwards. I think I did this one first and I worked my way back. But my favorite one is this one. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. I just wish that, focus. All right. I just wish that when they make these really leafy looking rhinestones, that they make them like reverse so that you can use it. See, it works on one side. It matches the charm, but then on the other side, it looks mama. Oh well. But I love that matte outside of the rose gold glitter. So different. Okay. I'm enjoying being yeah, with a cocktail. Oh my gosh. I would love to do that because then I can't guarantee I'll even finish. Which I think is gonna be fun. But I think at the time I don't think I was drinking. Well, maybe next time, but definitely, I do want that to be a thing. I swear I'll probably suck. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Kristen. You can't screw up a collab unless you don't talk about the collab or doing the challenge. Yeah, so that's why cocktails shouldn't be involved, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Yep. Blue, turquoise, pink, black, nude, them all black. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking this far into my live. I didn't think it would take this long, but maybe I was an overachiever by doing the 5 nails. But I hope that whatever I said, I hope whatever I said was helpful. And I hope whatever I did helps you. No. But yeah. I don't know. Now I'm gonna be wanting to make a set, but where would I wear it? Anyways, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next week. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great tips. Thanks. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye.